Hello guys and welcome back to my channel, and we're going to just jump right into it because as the title already tells you, we're going to be reading, well, this one. We're going to be reading Reminders of Him by Colleen Hoover. It's been a hot minute since I've touched a Colleen Hoover book, let alone read it. The last time I did it was when I did the It Starts With Us reading vlog, and that felt like forever ago. It's been so long. And I'd like to say that I've come a long way since that time as a reader. The one thing that has not changed though is my interest. I'm very excited to start it, open it, read it, find out what it is that a lot of people really like about it. But I'm going to also state that I'm very nervous. I just don't know if Colleen Hoover books will hit the same anymore for me, because my feelings for Colleen Hoover books are that I either immediately love it or actually that's the only experience I've had reading her books. Like, I like her books, it's good, but my opinions on her books constantly change. Now I've seen a lot of people who have read her books, and I've also watched others who read her books and review it, and then I'm very easily influenced, but I also know how to make my own opinion. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. I'm just gonna read this book and just have my own opinion on it. This is actually one of those books of Colleen Hoover's that I've read a lot of positive reviews on, but I don't want to be caught up in the whole overhype or hype situation of Colleen Hoover books. Anyway, we're gonna get started on this one because I just really want to hurry up and read this. I have a pile of Colleen Hoover books on my shelf that I have and have not gone through. I need to read books on my bookshelf and stop letting it collect dust. This is a good start in getting back to Colleen Hoover and reading her novel. But I do have to say that this is the one that I look most forward to of the ones that I haven't read that I own. And so once I read this, I don't know how I would feel about the other books, because I really do think that a lot of other people's opinions have done some stuff for me. Let's just erase all of that and just read this one, and then we can go to the other books in another video. Let's just get started. This is gonna be full of spoilers. If you have not read Reminders of Him by Colleen Hoover, don't watch this video unless you want to read it together with me. Let's strap in and get started with this book. I just finished chapter 1. Where is my bookmark? Are you for real? Oh my gosh, it's like right here. I am blind. Let's talk about chapter 1. Here is what we know so far about our main character, Kenna. She recently got out of prison and she moved to this new town where I am assuming she's there to find her daughter, to reconnect. She just moved into her apartment. In order to afford rent, she's gonna need to find work. Then chapter 2 is going to start with Ledger, who is the main male character. So that's where I'm at. Anyway, she also got a free kitten. That's a bonus. This better not be instant attraction. I'm going to make a prediction on who Scotty is. Scotty is dead, and I'm assuming he is Kenna's ex-boyfriend and also the father to her daughter. I want to say that the letter that she wrote in her notebook, it's a personal diary that she's writing, but it does not make it less weird how she talks about kissing the coffee, kissing the guard and continuing to kiss him because he tasted like expensive coffee. That part was kind of weird. This paragraph is a whole single sentence, but I love the message. I'm very, very intrigued because I'm really feeling it. Oh my gosh, I'm such a sucker for romance. This is very insta-y, Ledger's attraction to Kenna, but I like it. I really like it. Okay, I'm really hooked. This is a good beginning. Damn. Chapter 5 now. If a guy asked me to go back to a bar at 11, realistically, I would not, but I hope she does. I bet the best friend Scotty wanted Kenna to meet was Ledger. I'm going to snack on some chestnuts while I continue reading this book. I'm on page 32. and she's cried in front of him 2 times now. I wonder how he's going to react when he finds out that she's his best friend's girlfriend, his dead best friend's girlfriend. And if I guessed correctly, that the 4-year-old he was hanging out with the other night is Kenna's daughter, then their lives are really just tangled up together. They're not actually gonna do it right now, right? We are only 35 pages in.
Colleen Hoover, what are you doing?
The idea that this could be a spicy book slipped past me, which is crazy because her other books that I've read had spicy scenes, had intimate scenes like this. Why am I kind of shocked? Scotty and Kenna, their first meeting, that was so cute. Because I'm trying to work up the nerve to ask you out. Oh, they're so cute. Unfortunately, their end is a tragic one. He returned the plates so that he's no longer a customer, so that she can date him. Oh my god. He thinks he is so smart for that. I'm sorry, what? Oh, I'm glad he's not a cheater, but you just broke up with your girlfriend. So her daughter really is with Ledger. DM lives with Patrick and Grace. Ledger just lives across the street from them. I'm rereading the synopsis and I think it's just not right how Scotty's parents are not going to let Kenna get close to the daughter. Oh my gosh, I'm on page 56. I don't think Kenna is going to see her daughter in this instant right now because only Ledger's in the mall. I mean in the shopping, in the, what is this place? Ledger sees Kenna. Kenna is filling out the application. I'm guessing that DM is in the car with Roman, so Kenna is not going to meet her daughter so soon in the book. But I turned on the camera just in case it happens, even though it's highly unlikely. Oh yeah, you better hope he doesn't see your name, you liar. Girl, what are you saying? You're the one who says you don't like being judged for how you look, but then you're also judging Ledger for having tattoos and how it's gonna make you look bad in front of your new boss. Make it make sense. Oh my gosh, she bought caramel in case she comes back? What are you doing to me, Ledger? I was with you, girl, and then you lost me on page 57. Win me back. He and Leia broke up. Are we gonna find out about his past relationships too? So there's a Leia. This Amy girl is nice. I like her. Not only is she not judging her history, but she's also giving the girl tips about where she can get higher wage. DM is so cute. She's stuffing balls in her pockets because they're dragon eggs. The innocence and the imagination of little kids. Oh my god. You guys, I have never read a book with this sort of plot before, so I'm just eating everything up. What I said about the characters and everything, sure, there are certain parts I don't like, or it's just very hypocritical, but the plot I really love. I'm getting so nervous and excited to read the moment when Kenna reunites with her daughter. I'm on chapter 11. On 71, I just want to know why she did what she did. They both get into an accident. She leaves him to die on the street. I'm sure there is a lot more to it and that is not the full story, but I do want to know why it's believed to be this way. And then now I am on page 73. Ledger sees Nicole looking at Grace and Patrick's house. He's gonna connect the dots. I think he would know that Scotty's ex-girlfriend who's in prison is only going to serve for 5 years. So if he does some math, he's gonna think to himself, this is the 5th year, she's probably out of jail now. And that is why she is standing here staring at Grace and Patrick's house in which her daughter lives in. He finds out, oh my god, okay, thank god for being smart. Oh yes, like don't drag it out. He's telling her to get into his house. Get inside before they see you. That means that Patrick and Grace really don't like Kenna. Can you blame them? No, you really can't. This soon, girl, she missed 4 years of her daughter's life, almost 5. It makes sense that the first thing she would want to do after getting out of jail is to see her daughter. So, I don't know what you mean. I just finished chapter 13. Oh, this book is so good. I can't seem to put it down. I'm walking around holding this book and reading. It's so gut-wrenching at times when she writes in her letters. I don't want to downplay the parents' emotions because they have the right to feel the way they feel about Kenna, but I do want Kenna to have this opportunity. She hasn't given us a reason to not trust her, and to not give her a second chance. Roman could not have said it any better on page 96. What he said is basically what I was trying to say, but I didn't know how to word it out. I'm so deep into the reading that I forgot to vlog. I'm on page 120, well 120 to 121, and it's the part where Ledger is at the grocery store that Kenna works at, and she just helped him bag groceries and brought it to his truck, and then she finds her daughter's scrunchie. She finally gets an idea of what DM looks like, and it's a small detail, but now she knows that her daughter has her hair, and it's just a sweet moment. And it's so sad because I keep thinking back to the part where she was never able to hold her daughter or even see what her daughter looked like. She never got a chance to have that moment, and it's so sad. Patrick and Grace should give Kenna this opportunity. There's always more to the story, and if they know what it's like to have a child taken from them, then on some level they should know how Kenna feels. They literally terminated her parental rights when she was pregnant with her daughter. It's just crazy that that's what they did. All of the misunderstandings, it's so unbelievable. The prayers and then the cigarette, all of that misunderstanding. You guys, oh my gosh. Okay, so Grace and DM, they are at the grocery store. What's gonna happen? No, but Lord, Kenna sees them and then they just start to, this is so I don't know why I expected something different. Every page that I read and the deeper I get into this story, the more I just feel so bad for Kenna. She was so close. Like, you can't expect her not to rush to see her daughter if she has a chance. Like, you can't expect her not to. But for Ledger and Grace to just do that, sure, it's not the right time or place. But they're acting as if Kenna is this bad, negative dust storm. Like, I just don't understand why they are acting this way. It's just, oh my god, I feel so bad for her. Give her a break. And she's sobbing. Like, can you blame her? No. Oh my gosh, he's gonna open the locker and see all the letters. Page 140 to 141. I was so close to tearing up. Never having seen your daughter's face and then watching videos of her smiling, laughing, talking. Ledger is giving Kenna a job opportunity at his bar, while in some way it's so that she can leave a lot quicker because she needs the money. It also shows that he cares for her. He no longer sees her as the enemy. I don't want to be mad at the parents, but they are being so unreasonable. First of all, you're at a grocery store that she works at. She didn't stalk you. It was only that one time. You get a restraining order. Like, what has she done to you? After that one time, she has never tried to actively seek you. Okay, you just happen to be at her place of work. How's that her problem? Now that she's gonna be served the restraining orders, if it gets through, I don't think she would change her mind about leaving, but it might make her feel even more guilty that she would just leave the job in the middle of it and go without all the money that she should have on hand. Crazy that Ledger would be jealous of Roman. He should already know Roman's type. Those are the ring. Is that why you always taste like apples? I'm on page 217 and we have 100 pages left of this book. Kenna is about to read the letter describing that night. It was a convertible. Oh my god. The top was down. Okay, if the car was upside down, how was she able to drive away? So there is something that is not right there. I'm just realizing this, that she was stuck upside down in a car and she was pregnant at the time. She was under the impression that Scotty was dead because she couldn't feel a pulse. She pretty much just blacked out in her head and ran all the way to her apartment. Oh yay, that is what to think. I'm surprised that his parents recognized Kenna and did not say anything. I'm also glad that they just back up their son. 277, chapter 37 now. I'm getting closer to the end. The fact that Patrick got physical, yeah, y'all saw that coming from a mile away. Yeah, I'm just not surprised. Hello guys, it's a few hours later. I looked like something struck me. I only have this much left, and I'm gonna spend the next few minutes reading because I don't think it's gonna take me long to read this. I don't remember when was the last time I left you guys off, but I'm on chapter 38, so that worked. I'm on page 298. Guess who showed up at Kenna's doorway? There was one thing that I did not picture myself doing, was me actually falling for Scotty. The letters that Kenna writes to Scotty and how it depicts him, oh my gosh, he would have been perfect. And it's so sad that his life was cut short. The fact that he bought the ring, even though he wasn't able to afford it, but he bought it because he didn't want anyone else to buy it. Oh, that is so sad. Hello, excuse you, how dare you make me feel emotions? Page 305, the mother and daughter moment. It might feel like it's a whole 180 change in behavior between the parents and Kenna, but I'm glad it wasn't dragged out. This is fiction. A letter is all we need to change someone's mind. Oh my gosh, I feel so dumb. I'm on page 312, and that's when I finally connect the birds on the front and why it's called reminders of him. Are you for real? Girl, oh my gosh, is that a pigeon? How did I not connect this until now? It took me this long. I'm so done with myself. Guess who just finished? I did. I have nothing but good things to say about this book because what a delight it was. It's not the most light-hearted book, but it makes me feel good. It's the happy ending that gets to me. It's good to have that in a fictional setting. This might be my favorite Colleen Hoover book. I think it is my favorite. In the beginning, I was not the biggest fan of the letters, but the more I read on, the letters became one of my favorite parts. It's the most touching part of the book, in my opinion. The majority of this book was just me thinking whether or not Kenna was going to see her daughter, and I was worried because, I don't know. I mean, yes, Colleen Hoover does have happy endings in her books, but I wasn't sure if this was going to be one of those where it's gonna be an ending where she's not gonna be able to meet her daughter, or at least be able to be a part of her daughter's life. And I'm so glad it was a happy ending for everyone. Scotty can smile happily knowing that all his favorite people are together finally. I don't want to say this is a feel-good book because a huge part of this is loss and feeling sad and loneliness. But the final pages, oh my god, it's very uplifting. It was very easy to just read this book, like this book, love this book, and rate it 5 stars. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Rate this book 5 stars. If you watch this video through all the spoilers but have not personally read this book and you were thinking, should I read it? Yes, go and read this book. 5 out of 5. Don't even try to tell me or convince me otherwise. I would not be listening. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed my reading vlog to Reminders of Him. Let me know your comments on this book down below and what your favorite Colleen Hoover book is. Remember to subscribe to my channel if you guys want to see more reading vlogs, book stuff, other vlogs, just more of me basically. Then subscribe to this channel, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.